And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You know, long time no see, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, been a minute, been a long minute. But we're back again with the reaction, etc. Yeah, so today, this Charleston White. Yes, now. I kind of like Charleston White. Funny. And I've been seeing this going kind of viral on TikTok. The pieces of the interview, but ain't nobody tell me this thing was 2 hours and 7 minutes long. But yeah, okay, so we're here for it, I guess. Sure. Hey man, appreciate you guys for coming in with your boy. Now we into it.
We cooking dope in the kitchen.
Oh, bro, why did I just reach for my Adam's apple, bro? Like, now that was weird. I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean?
Yeah, the young don't even know that's how they can tell from the punk. Yeah, he got Adam's.
Nah, I thought even deeper than that.
What you thought about it? My voice never got deep.
Nah, I was thinking, I was like, damn, what if it was all a lie? What if Adam lied, right?
He did.
What if Adam lied, and that's the reason we got Adam's apples?
He did lie. God told him, say, what's going on, Adam? He said, man, I've been hiding from you. He said, we supposed to meet up here. We've been meeting up here every day as long as you've been alive. Why you ain't meet up? He said, man, because I ain't had no clothes on. And God said, how you know you ain't got no clothes on? Who told you that? You ain't supposed to know that. He said, she told me. And God said, God told him, I told you not to eat from the tree. I didn't say nothing to that. You eat the apple for I told you.
So it was Adam for real?
Adam could have listened.
So is that why we got the Adam's apple?
Listen, if Eve could have ate that.
That is crazy. I just hit the epiphany right now. That is crazy. That is crazy. Adam's apple. Adam and Eve. That is crazy. Hold on, bruh. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I owe some people some apologies or something like that. But hey, that's a good take on that, I guess. I don't know.
The apple. And we would have been all right. Because God never spoke to Eve. There's no history, there's no documentation that the woman ever got to hear from God. God didn't speak to the woman, he spoke to the man. It was God and Adam who hung out every day in the Garden of Eden. Eve was over there by herself. That's how the devil got to have a conversation with her. The devil didn't get to talk to Adam because Adam was in the presence of God all the time. So the devil couldn't get up on him. He could get up on the because the ain't in the presence of God. She over here by herself. Yeah, with that mother wandering mind.
You think that was the real? Do you think that was a real story, or it was like a what's the shit called?
It's like Cinderella. It's just another story they were told to her. But it makes sense to almost over half the population in the world. Christianity was long here before Islam in the Muslim community. So Christianity derived originated out of Africa. It did.
Okay, see, like that's to me, it's very touchy about religion. Very, very touchy. Excuse me. That's what most people say. Don't talk about politics, religion, and all this with other people. But that was actually a good take. It even had me thinking a little bit. I don't know. That's very interesting. That's a good take on that. That is a great take. Got me wondering.
Didn't come from the white slave master, as most people, contrary to popular belief.
And that's what I was like kind of thinking, because like I had to they were saying something about AD and BC, and I was just like, how is there an AC and a BD when I said
and wasn't nobody there,
and we was born from the Lord?
Well, check this out. It says Jesus went on the mountain by himself to talk to God. So if he went by himself, who recorded the conversation? He went by himself. So how anybody know what he said to God and he was up there by himself? And then when he came down, he got mad at the disciples because they were asleep. Man, fuck y'all sleeping for, and I got to get ready to sacrifice myself and be put on the cross. You that wake up. So who went up there with you? So man, I think everything in I think everything in the book, I ain't gonna say it, but homie, it's in the book. And most books been copywritten, rewritten. There's been things that's taken out of it. So
you think Jesus was?
Hell yeah, he got some. But because check this out, it says that he had to come down here and experience everything that man experienced. So if he got to experience everything, how he gonna come down here and not get no pussy? How he know what it feels? Because he had to come be tried as a man.
So he was smoking weed too?
He kept a hoe with him. I ain't gonna say he smoked weed.
He was drinking wine. He was getting lit. He was getting lit, B-Lou.
Any nigga that can turn water into a wine, you think he ain't gonna sip?
That's a choice.
Now hold on, quit
That's
playing.
choice.
Now hold on, I didn't think.
And
that
he
deep.
kept a hoe with him. Mary Magdalene was a hoe. She was the one got to wash his feet. Man, he kept her. So there was only one woman that got to walk with Jesus and his 12 disciples, and she was a prostitute. How you think Jesus got to meet the prostitute at the well? How you go? You don't just magically run into a prostitute. You know this where the whole cell. He done got away from the disciples.
This boy.
Then come on.
I kind of like how he putting it, you know, for layman's terms, basically, so other people can understand it and like grasp it. Because like he's saying something. He's saying something. You know, I don't know if he's right. I don't know if he's wrong. I don't know, but he's making things make sense for the normal person, I guess. Say, but nah, he got some good points, bro. Very good points.
Over here wandering around the well and run into this hoe who said, you think he just ministered to the hoe and he kept a hoe with him? Here he is, he doing miracles, healing the dead. She was selling shit. Jesus, I got the money right here. Here you go, like a pimp. She was financing the miracles.
She was
What?
So the very point, man. No, he ain't got, and he ain't stealing from the church. And he ain't magically making money as he could. He playing like he a carpenter, but he got God in him. He got this happening. That's why hoes are important. Bitches ain't. Women is everything. Ladies is what you aspire to be, but is like angels, especially prostitutes. They like counselors. You can go with them and talk to them, and they never judge you from coming by their. Never make you feel like you're a trick. Not a real prostitute. Them make you feel.
What? Got me thinking, god dang, you know what I'm saying? Get the stable running. You feel me? I don't know, but you know, it's a goddamn, you feel me? What got me thinking? I don't know. Know what y'all think? I don't know.
You feel like you're a trick. Like you done waste your money.
You be tricking?
Hell yeah, I trick. Everybody trick.
What's the most you ever spent on a?
What they want.
Hey,
Okay. Yeah, that's the most. Whatever what it take to get them. You go pay for it one way or another. If she give you some free, she go flatten your tires. She go blow your phone up.
So
she go emotionally bully you. Why you ain't called me? Where you been? Are you coming over tonight? You ain't gonna have no freedom. So you give us something. Well, there's a fair exchange. I give you something, you give me something. We both getting something out of this. But if you playing boyfriend and you not giving her nothing, you taking her out. On Valentine's Day, you spending all the money, you get some cologne. On your birthday, she take you out to eat, maybe get your outfit. On her birthday, you buying a $10,000 jewelry. When she having a bad day in the house having a bad day. You lose. But boy, if you giving that hoe something and that hoe happy you giving her something, y'all get along like two lovers who really love each other because it's a fair exchange. Other than that, relationships is robbery. Who getting robbed? The man. The man robbed like a. For one, he ain't appreciated for what he do. She want more. And then she got an internet boyfriend that she looking at. Not only do she got an internet boyfriend, she got a spiritual boyfriend that preached the word of God to her, whether that's the pastor or some religious she listen to. But she go come give you all the headache and you the one. Now you supposed to have your wife and a girlfriend. It make you treat the best one better out of guilt and shame. You ain't supposed to have no one woman. No species in nature other than the Western culture mindset of Americans have one woman. The Arab got 4, 5.
Are you looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com.
He making
Right
a
now,
point.
we'll complete your LLC filing free. You just cover the
He making me think. Like, for real. Like, I know this is supposed to be a reaction video, but like, he has a point. I'm confused, bro. Man.
The Chinese got 3, 4. The African everybody got 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Except the American black man who got the white European Western culture mind because they come from the Queen of England and they said don't supposed to have one woman. No man could thrive and be vibrant with just one woman. Supposed to have multiple women.
They ain't even had one woman in the Bible.
Never
Like
throughout history. Never throughout history have a great man
Solomon, I
had
think.
one woman. Only the peasant man is bound to one woman. But if you a great man and you got king attributes and king characteristics, you get to have a queen and 3, 4 hoes. They call them concubines. Honest God truth, just read your Bible.
Oh, boy, you funny as.
My grandpa had like 5 wives.
Men pose too, and they ain't supposed to know each other. These new is hollering, say y'all we want to be poly. Bring all the hoes in the house together. Damn fool, what the f you go bring all your together for so they can go against you? Separate them. Divide and conquer. One over here, one over there, another over there, and keep them divided. Lie to this one, lie to that one, and never tell none of them the truth. And y'all will live happily ever after. I promise.
All right, look, cause see, it is like, I guess, like, you know, on social media, the things is going around. It's just like, you know, like the relationship thing, the women this, the men this, that's going around a lot this year. You know, even like last year and everything, it's just going around a lot, talking about, you know, how you should be, how they should be, etc., etc. He has a point. He has like a valid point. You know, I'm not condoning. You do what you do. Everybody gonna do what they do. Some people, you know, may think that you're only supposed to have one. Some people may think you're supposed to have how many you want. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. You feel me? Because everybody gonna do what they want to do. But if you just listening with open ears, he's kind of making sense. And that's what, like, it even got me pondering. You know, it's just, I don't know. But, you know, see, what I seen on TikTok is the Shadura Sanders thing. I didn't know it was going this deep. Because, like, I really just don't like to discuss religion, like, out in the open with certain people because it's touchy. You know, people want to fight, people want to do it. I just don't know. But this is making sense. You know, that's why I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm listening, I guess.
Being truthful, lie. Man's supposed to lie. And he's supposed to be able to lie so good it sound like the truth. Put his hand on the Bible and lie. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and be lying like a. That's what a good man do.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You got a lot of diamond pieces on.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to KD Custom Jewelry, but I'm mad at the because I seen him with 607 Unc the Punk. And I said, I see dancing to that that Hustle Cartel. Yeah, I seen that dancing to that Hustle Cartel, and I'm saying that. Yeah, I done fell out with the jeweler because he was dancing to that.
Oh, you don't? So you don't with 607 Unc?
Man, that nigga said he wanna me. Man, I'm gonna attack that when I see it. Man,
see.
Be in the same room,
I seen that interview.
Hold on, he said on camera he wanted to
That
fuck.
said he said Charleston White. Oh yeah. I wanna fuck Charleston White. I saw that shit. I said, man. I'm like, what? Man, that nigga said, what I said, nigga, I'm gonna attack that. We can't be nowhere. Man, I'm gonna
Why
attack
he say he
that.
attack? He wanna attack.
Man, got me up, man. Dope fiend ass. Man, nigga, talking about that. Said, Charleston White. Said, oh shit. I want Charleston White. I want fuck Charleston White. I said, what? I was appalled. I'm gonna hurt that. Man, I'm saying, listen. Whenever I see man, I'm gonna attack that. Look at that nigga. That's a dope thing.
Right, Charleston White is like, he a bitch.
And I don't even know that. Homie, I don't know that from nowhere. Look at that
Listen,
nigga.
that part ain't bad, right? But the part is
That's the dope fiend on. Can't get no man. That's the nigga in front of the stove talking.
Right. So you know he'll get in the booty, right? Listen, because I know the real story, like what really happened, why he violated that.
He talking about you. Oh, that's long. He talking about.
Yeah, man, I don't even know this nigga.
What's the damn got like no short?
Yeah,
That nigga say, Charleston White. Shit. I'm man say, homie, when I see that,
Or the comments might.
I wouldn't give a work. I'm gonna attack that. I'm gonna hurt that.
Bro, he keeps saying he gonna attack him, bro.
Homie, look at that. That's the dope fiend, nigga.
Listen, the demon in Charleston White, a lot of people don't know. See, I've been trying to figure out how I want to do this. You know, I told you got to be like masculine and feminine, right? You gotta like.
You ain't tell me that.
No, you got
Shout out
like.
one with the 10.
What the
Appreciate
is masculine and feminine?
Nah, I ain't never heard of
Charleston
it.
White kind of like acting like a baby mama. I think he need to get. Yeah, I love Charleston White. I think he need to get in his booty.
That's not that you get.
I think his booty needs.
Man, I'm gonna put that.
I heard you. I heard the
Man, say
kinda
homie,
like the
man,
TV.
man, I'm
heard
gonna
the one
hurt that
that
nigga.
got real and nothing.
Nigga, I'm afraid for my ass. Nigga, I ain't afraid for my life. Let me say, oh, Charleston White, I love Charleston White.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm gonna in his booty.
No, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Now, that's
Hey, man.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
That
That's
one
crazy.
man, look at it, got his fingernail polished. Say, homie, listen. They say, I'm the uncle, y'all ain't got to be ashamed of. Man, look at this. I'm gonna
You think
attack
that's
you.
gonna help him?
Homie, there's no environment you can put me in with this where I wouldn't attack him.
Cause like I tried it with the finger, but
Bro, why he keeps saying he want to attack this man? It's the words he uses. He was like, bro, I'm gonna attack him. that's the part that's getting me. The boy say, I'm gonna attack him, bro. Like, nah, bro. He got, but I didn't see. I seen the interview he talking about, but this not the one. I seen it like on TikTok, but I seen what he was talking about. I don't know. I thought they was beefing or something. I don't know, cause you know, online with all this other stuff, and it's really fake, bro. Like, you know, people got to put out content, but yeah, man, that's what's I'm attack them.
boy, get lit.
What you
I
just
don't
said,
think
right?
any
What did you
juror
want
in
to
the
do to
world
another
will
man?
find me
You know
not
what
guilty
you just said,
if I
right?
hit him with that mace and then come across his head with them brass knuckles while he blind.
That's who you should fight.
No, I'm not giving him. I mean, you know how much money we gonna make? I don't want to give him that kind of money. Dude, I ain't finna fight no. It ain't that serious, y'all. This is entertainment. Me and the Island boy, this is all. This ain't by. I don't want to fight no.
Yeah, see,
Hell
just entertainment.
No, it ain't that serious, man. Keep me in there.
Hey.
I'm gonna get this kind of light, and for me and him to get in the ring to fight each other, all the world this gonna make a bang. I wouldn't dare get that kind of shine, my. And he talking about me. I ain't that courteous. I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna hurt that. Now I'm gonna hurt him for free, based on the law that this man threatened to me in my ass with homosexual threats, and I'm gonna attack him with every weapon I got, non-lethal. I'm gonna put him in the hospital. Man, I'm gonna put that dad in the hospital, homie. Please, I can't imagine taking no. Yeah, man. He said, Charleston White? I love Charleston White. He like a baseball. Yeah, I wish I would Charleston White. When I heard that, I've been enraged.
I've been enraged. Yeah, right.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, KD Custom Jewelry. Me and this been friends for over 30 years. I seen this at my jeweler shop. I unfriended my jewelry. I'm saying my jeweler is a hoe. How you go be friends with a talking about me and we partners? You supposed to say, oh, homie, I ain't got nothing to do with you, homie. And me and this partner, I done spent a bunch of money with KD Custom Jewelry. Now I done had to come back and had a bunch of jewelry repaired. Yeah, especially that custom made. Cause they rushing it trying.
Oh man.
to get to you, and it ain't gonna be. It'll be good in diamonds, but you gonna have to keep taking it back. Say, man, my that's that custom made.
Yeah.
But KD custom jewelry, nah, we done fell out for real. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna put it in my business, and he talking about my partner, and he done made a public statement. Yeah, nah, my mama done spent money with him, my brother, my manager. I done down well over 100 million. I ain't nigga done lost all the money, nigga. And I know this ain't spent that much money. Look at that. Yeah, so now KD Custom Jewelry. Y'all go down to Geo the Plug in Houston. He the baddest in Texas. That's who put Sauce Walker Grill in his mouth. Shout out to Geo the Plug. Now Johnny Dane, don't get me wrong now. That Johnny Dane got some diamonds, man. Gee, you can't, yeah. But KD Custom Jewelry, him y'all. I quit him. Don't y'all go to him no more.
That's
What do you
crazy.
think about Shador? Man, they held him. He was a first round draft pick, man. They held him to the
He
fifth.
wasn't no
Man, come on, Unc, for
Yeah,
real,
he
bro.
ain't won.
Be for
He ain't
real,
won
bro.
in
Be
college
for real,
football.
Unc. Man, that nigga first
Johnny
round draft-
Manziel or Reggie Bush, everybody else before him come
on,
along and won something.
Come on,
Shador ain't won nothing. He
Okay, but
just
see-
riding along.
All right, see, my phone paused it. But see, on that take right there, this is what I saw on TikTok, right? About the Shador thing. I'm pretty sure everybody know about the Shador thing, right? But Shador and John, okay, let's say with this, right? Shador was throwing 300, 400-yard games. College, that's a lot of throwing yards. Granted, the plays probably was all majority passing plays, right? Or little, check down passes or whatever. But with the Johnny Manziel and the Reggie Bushes, right? If you want to use that case in the league, they was something big in college, right? But in the league, they wasn't nothing big in the league. You see what I'm saying? So with the Shador situation, bro, that was like black ball on the highest level, bro. It's like I said, I don't know, because all this stuff to me is fake. Like, it's all entertainment. So whatever they did, or maybe people saying Dion, got a little, they don't like Dion is around so much because it's his father. I don't know. I don't care. But when we talking about just on the sports factor, that young man was putting up some yards. That young man was throwing that ball. Like 300, 400-yard games, 500. It's crazy. That's like some Madden type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. On that one, he lost me on that one.
On with his daddy.
Come
His
on.
daddy put him in the best position to win.
Come on.
He not winning.
Let's be
His
for real.
daddy winning.
Come on, let's be for real, man.
I watched
Shador,
the boy when he played little league football for prime elect team. Now they had the super team, but when they start going on the road playing against Snoop Dogg and them team, they start getting their ass kicked. Now I'm not gonna say the boy ain't a good quarterback, but he ain't no Tom Brady. He ain't no Danny White, no John Marino.
That's who he trained
Man,
with, though.
he ain't none of that. The boy at best is a second string, third string quarterback, but he is not a starter. And then you don't want this prima donna coming to your team. As a white NFL owner of a team that would like to win, you don't want this prima donna. You want one of them fast running quarterbacks like Michael Vick that's poor. You want a poor quarterback. You don't want a rich quarterback driving a Rolls Royce already with big jewelry on his neck, living in big houses.
Cause see, I get that point. That's a point that he has that makes sense, because that is what the aspect of the NFL, any professional sports, that is the aspect that I feel that the owners try to use. It's because you're hungry, so you're coming for a certain situation, right? The normal person going into the league. But that's not even all necessarily true, bro, because they said the same thing with the Shador situation about Archie Manning now. Those, when they came in, they wasn't poor. They just had a different skin color. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just calling spade a spade. But he does have a point about the prima donna thing. Maybe that does shoo a couple teams away, but ain't no way he's supposed to be like, what, 5th, 6th round or something that he got picked? And then after that, like they put out the statistics of the NFL like views and stuff like that. This was the first time people have watched the NFL, the whole NFL draft in years. I didn't watch the draft at all. I really don't care, but you got people staying for the whole draft. And then this year's draft, to me, wasn't nothing special. Like they had a couple of people, like I think Cam will be all right, but I still think people think Cam can be controlled. He said nigga on national TV, like you can't and you won't control a person like that. But maybe, only time will tell. So I don't know. But that take is, I disagree with some of that stuff. Some of the stuff he does have a point.
This don't want no Super Bowl. He just want to say down, said hut.
Man, he gonna bring to the Super Bowl.
But if you go get a Poe nigga, boy, Poe go do everything that white coach said do. That coach tell him, come here, boy, let me talk to you. I told you to run this play. That Poe quarterback is go bow down and listen to that white coach and do everything that white coach said. Here you got a with money already. He got an arrogant daddy. He already arrogant. They're a superstar family.
I can't let you
he
go
ain't
like that,
gonna
huh?
listen to now coach but his daddy. When I give him a playbook, he go home and him and his daddy go write new plays. I don't want this on my team. This is a prima donna, and he already come. His daddy go have something to say if we ain't doing right. So we don't want him. That's why they passed on him. This is the white man's team, and they don't want. This is what the white boy knows. Now I know y'all don't like what I'm about to say.
Wow, hello.
Most of these NFL owners is well into their 70s, 80s, and 90s. They've been drafting longer than you've been alive. And one thing about a rich NFL owner, he specializes in he know everything about athletic. He know what he like in middle school. They know everything. They done called everybody. And
when it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was.
Got the report sheet on this, cause they finna get this a lot of money, and they finna bring this into the plantation, the family's business.
That is true.
The Jones family, whatever name of the family, so they gonna get to meet the daughter, especially if you're face of the organization type. So we gonna bring this in here. This already got a Rolls Royce getting parking tickets at the college university that he won't pay. He's entitled. He's not gonna be able to take correction.
Okay, but see, my fault for interrupting again, but look, this is the take on that I have. You can't blame somebody for who their father is. You see what I'm saying? And then he's saying D-line is a prima donna, but it was earned. That was earned. Like when he switched from, I think it was the 49ers to the Falcons or something like that. Or something like that, or maybe Dallas from the Falcons. But whenever he switched to that team, they won a Super Bowl that next year. That to me, I don't know how you feel on how other people, but to me, that deserves credibility. That deserves praise, because just last year, before I came on the team, you didn't win a Super Bowl. I didn't take you to a playoff game. The dude took the whole team to a Super Bowl. You'd be like, how does a cornerback take somebody to the Super Bowl? Because the interceptions, the defense, locking down the best receiver you have, to where like back in the days, bro, I don't know if y'all remember or whatever, but like with the Baltimore Ravens, right, with Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and and all them other players, bro. That was a strictly defensive team. They won ball games off of defense. Nowadays, you really don't see that no more, just because of how the rules are like favored in the offensive scheme. You see what I'm saying? So like you can't even flip the quarterback on his head no more. Like back then, they would try to injure your quarterback just so they can get the quarterback out there. The quarterback had to stay down there and take hits, not like you see like you may hit a quarterback or bump him, quarterback fall, 15-yard penalty. That's favoring to the offense. So it is changed. But I don't totally agree with that take. That's all I'm saying.
And his daddy want to be an NFL coach. We don't want them problems. We'll pass on it. That's what they did. This is our money. This is our family money. We've been studying this long as y'all been alive. Y'all think y'all know, but we know because we invest a lot of money.
Right, that's studying niggas is part is crazy.
We invest millions of dollars into these, and we have a program and we have a formula. And our formula say quarterbacks like him don't win Super Bowls. And you can go back through history. Jalen Hurts, new. Look how high yellow he is. Good hair. Different kind of dark skinned niggas with a daddy. He can't follow white man's instructions. We need a mama's boy to come out to single parent home. When we tell him step back 3 times and throw that mother, we don't need him to cuff the ball and run that way because he run fast, because he can score a touchdown. We need that to stay in the pocket. And one thing we definitely gonna run. We like pocket.
Shador's gonna bring the Browns a Super Bowl.
Well, I'm saying he ain't.
I ain't going that far either.
You gonna get past Jalen Hurts and Mahomes? Man, this ain't going nothing.
Who's Mahomes?
Fairbanks, he was average. Nah. Fairbanks, he was average. You talking about against Mahomes and Jalen Hurts? I think Ben Roethlisberger still playing, ain't he? You think this shooter boy finna come in here and show out in the NFL? They all thought that. They thought Johnny Manziel was gonna come to the. Me and Johnny ain't do. He another Johnny Manziel. The boy ain't hungry. He ain't. Nigga, he can't run head up with no coming out the projects. This nigga been fed all his life. He ain't had.
See, bro, I don't know, because I do not watch sports anymore. No, because everything is like WWE to me now. Bro, if you pay close attention to sports nowadays, it is so theatrical, bro. It is, we're going to have this person play injured, and then you come back in the middle of the game and rush for 200 yards. It is so beyond me now. I don't even pay attention to it. But I do watch highlights from time to time, and I was watching Shador play because of all the media attention that he had around him. Won a couple dollars on him, with the little player props. So that's why I feel that he may try to overachieve just because of all this backlash that he's getting just because of who his father is. I feel like he's one of the people that's trying to get from under his father. Yeah, you're going to go to your dad for like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, like, if you got a situation, like, man, what should I do in this situation? Just because his father has been there. But Dion is a smart. It's like, we all seen it in media. Dion is pretty smart. Dion's charismatic, and he's like a leader of men. So that's a different type of father figure. I'm not saying that he gonna win no Super Bowl with the Browns. I haven't seen the Browns play, and I don't know. I don't think I ever seen or watch a Browns. The freaking Cleveland Browns game. I don't know. Maybe you have, but I haven't watched one probably ever. You know what I mean? But maybe he has a point, maybe he don't. Only time will tell.
Struggle. Everything been good all his life. You think he finna beat out Lamar Jackson? Coming out the ghetto, struggling, poor done had to fight? No. Man, this boy...
it's kind of different, because they all got NIL money. So all these athletes is millionaires coming up now.
Not like them Sanders boys. Them Sanders boys got some more kind of money, especially that shooters boy. Now Shallow, he get overlooked. He ain't that good. Yeah, Shallow at best need to be a track coach at the middle school.
Now he got drafted though.
He ain't gonna do in the NFL. He too small. Man, they got them Chad Ochocinco kind of wide receivers that'll run past that boy, bump him and get him home and run on past it. Yeah, man, that boy too small. That little speed he got don't mean nothing to them boy body size. And he can't, man, he might get him an interception or two. And if they put him on the kickoff return team, he might score him 2 touchdowns throughout the season. But he will not be a standout NFL athlete. Him know his brother. Now, their daddy was a bad, and most who had bad daddies can't live up to who their daddy used to be. They just walk in the shadow. Look at Bronny.
No. Bronny was scoring like 30 in the G League.
Yeah, in the G League ain't. Niggas throwing 30 in the G League like me and you going down to the local park and putting it on some disabled. Yeah, Bronny ain't. G League ain't. Get to that NFL and score 30 like your daddy. Yeah, your daddy's LeBron James. You got some big to feel. If I were him, I would quit now and just be a gamer like T Grizzly. Let's say LeBron.
Bronny. Come on, Bronny hard though.
Let's come. You make way more money.
Hard,
you get way more, and it's less pressure. Having to live up to your daddy and your daddy walking your daddy over there with the Lakers too. Bronny, quit now, man, before you be depressed.
Now, Bronny like that, man.
Then he gonna be drinking and he gonna be a drunk by the time he's 30 trying to walk in his daddy's shoes. Now, Bryce might come along.
You better chill talking about Bronny.
I like Bronny.
LeBron gonna press you.
I ain't gonna lie, LeBron been pressing lately.
He been pressing
lately, for real. Like, LeBron been going up to niggas during the game.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What you would do if LeBron walked up to you like
LeBron,
he did Stephen A?
mind you, LeBron is 7 foot.
Yeah, I done already thought it out. I would try
That's more
to
funny.
Make LeBron hit me. Your boy ain't gonna be nigga. If you wouldn't have went and got D Wade and Chris Bosh, you wouldn't have been. If Kobe would have kept playing, you wouldn't be. Yeah, no. So I would try to get LeBron to hit me so I can sue his. They'll set out of court. You ain't, but LeBron and him and they gonna set out of court. So now I would try. So that's my game with the celebrity. If they got some money, hit me. I bet you won't hit me. And when they hit me, yeah, I'm going for tort damage. It's called tort and punitive damages. That's why you get 3 times paid whatever the doctor bill is. That's where the punitive money come in at. Ooh, boy, nobody in my family would ever have to work again if LeBron put them big ass hands on me. Got hands like a giant man. I'm gonna sue like a. You see what Vlad TV did to Rick Ross, and Vlad been on top ever since.
I remember that.
They kicked it. They beat the out of Vlad.
I remember that.
Man, beat him. Yeah, now he hate. And now he taking all the stories and using them against us because of what Rick Ross and Gunplay. They they trapped him in a room and had him scared, terrified, and they inflicted excruciating pain on him by punching him in his head and beating on him. Bro, yeah.
I just know Gunplay don't play that. Yeah, I know Gunplay. Gunplay with it.
From Chicago.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of him.
Bloodhound Q50.
Yeah, I ain't never.
They like the new up and coming rappers from Chicago.
Yeah, King Von left such big for them to feel. We'll never know who them is. They just rapping trouble. Yeah, they ain't got no music that'll make it to the airways. They just some troublesome young kids that got some beats that make people tune in from the local areas. But now, King Von and Lil Durk was the reigning kings of Chicago, and since the fall of them, it's over with for Chicago.
Young boy just got up. You fuck with Young boy, don't you?
Yeah, I fuck with Young boy. But Young boy done been shell shocked. You gotta think they had Young boy on house arrest, fighting a felony case for 2-3 years in Utah, where this can't go nowhere. So for a long time, he was in the house smoking K2, getting high off the Tunchi. So he confessed. His homeboy had to walk him. So he done already fried his brain, like the in prison smoking the K2. Then the K2 done fried him so bad, he come up with a clever decision, say, I'm finna start calling the pharmacy, playing like the doctor my self. What? So this start calling in prescriptions to the doctor's office, giving doctors codes and doctor's name with a doctor's voice like he was a doctor. Now they really getting high. Then they snatch it up. You ain't finna do this. We've been watching you. We got you on house arrest. You think you can control the whole youth population in America. We got to keep tabs on you. So they put him in jail. It looked like he was going to be gone 2 years. And now they say, hey, NBA young boy coming home, y'all. We ain't got no paperwork that he done told on somebody for him to get out this early. We know he ain't the sharpest to go to prison and take the classes you supposed to take to get out of prison. They said, say, NBA young boy, we need you to do assessment because every who go to jail, whether it's prison, jail, county, have to do an assessment with the white folks. White folks say, we want to assess you. During the assessment, they want to know, hey, was your mama on drugs? Was your dad on drugs? Did your grandmama do drugs? So they get your whole life history. Well, we recommend this class for you. We recommend that class for you. Well, NBA young boy, they said, say, we think you got some mental problems. We gonna put you on some psychotropic drugs. So we gonna start prescribing you drugs. And once we prescribe you these drugs, in order for you to get out, you gotta keep taking these drugs. Because part of his court order, if y'all saw what it is, he have to keep taking his medication. What his medication they giving him, keep it docile. So you'll never see him angry again. He gonna be docile. Remember Cat Williams talked about it in stand-up, the kids slow. He gonna be docile. So once you take this medicine, they have what they call a time relapse. So every time you want to get mad and jump up, that medicine you be taking release a chemical to make you sit down and chill and just be cool. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling. So he being controlled now. We ain't finna see that same young boy that y'all seen to make these hits. He on medication. Not only is he on medication now, they done fried this little boy brain with a 2-3 year house arrest where he can't go nowhere. Why you think he started playing prescription doctor? Can't do nothing. Psychologically, mentally, nigga, emotionally, he started coming online. Come on, homie, we seen him breaking down. So now they finally put him in that nut house. He just come out of isolation from having a fight.
Yeah.
But they know he on that medication. And they go make sure as long as he got the court system over him that's ruling him, it's part of your requirement to keep the black man docile, subservient, where he could never be a soldier and stand up straight and talk back to the white man how he used to be. He go mine now. They done broke him. He might come and talk a little shit, but that same angry.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built.
Little boy that had that rah rah rah.
Yeah, cause like he been out for a little minute, right? He ain't do nothing yet either. We seen a couple pictures or something like that. He ain't dropped no music really, but yeah, man, that crazy house is something different, bro. Like if y'all better answer them questions correctly. If you ever get booked, God forbid you don't, that ain't no place for nobody. Real. But if you ever get booked, you better answer them questions correctly. No, I don't want to harm myself. No, I ain't never had suicidal thoughts. No, Mo. My mama love me. This love me. Everybody's answer them questions correctly, bro. Because when they put you in that little room, bro, by yourself, butt naked, bro, and it is the coldest place you will ever go. Cause they take your socks, they take your drawers. If everything ain't white, bro, they take it. Bro, I remember one time, bro, I had some socks on, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, all right, cool, you know, I'm about to go in. Bro, I had some socks on, and I went to go buy me some tidy whities and everything. Bro, my little tidy whities or whatever like that had just the little thin red strip. Gotta take them off. My socks, you know how socks, no, they want all white socks. I don't even know where you get all white socks, bro. Like, I mean, like, not with the gray thing, bro. My little stuff had, you know how on the toe and the heel, it has like the little gray part. Out of here, bro. They're gonna put you in there butt naked, bro. For real, especially if you be like, nah, bro, I feel like harming myself, or like I'm having suicidal thoughts. I made that mistake one time. Allegedly, I made that mistake one time. I made that mistake. Bruh, no, you just don't want to do it, bro. So, he's hitting the point.
Sleep. Just watch him. And he got to take the medicine, homie. I read the court order. Yeah, and he got to take the medicine, homie. So, yeah, This ain't our NBA young boy. This they NBA young boy, homie. Anytime they give a black man medication, homie. Anytime they got to get a homie, you man, black man, don't let him smoke some weed. Because the medicine you give him got all these different side effects. Weed ain't got no side effect. Let him smoke that weed to calm down.
Weed ain't the same no more.
Yeah, nah, man. So
marijuana is not the same.
No, this ain't our Ken Stales. And they done broke him, homie. That 2-3 years of house arrest in Utah. Can you imagine being in Utah and you can't go no more? You in here with your baby mama and your kids, you can't get no new. You and her squabbling, y'all fighting, you can't leave. Man, break. That's what made him cement this shit. I'm finna start popping pills online. Break, homie. And they know it's gonna break you. That's why when you get in trouble, they put you on all these stipulations and conditions. You can't smoke weed, you can't do this. They want you to deal with all this with a sober mind, with your young mind and your trauma, and you want me to walk through this and I can't do nothing to make me feel. They already know this. That's why they take it from you. Can you imagine if this the only way black people will fight white people back? If they took the drugs from black people and say you can't get high no more. Tear up white folk.
You think so?
You take drugs away from where you can't get high and drink beer and pop pill, they'll fight white people then. But long as they can get high, they will never buck the system of oppression. Because getting high feel too good. You can smoke that joint.
Take it to a whole nother
Nigga,
level.
A police shooting. Nigga. Who they Floyd? Pad that blunt. Nigga, we all high. We all walking around high feeling good. So it make whatever oppression we think we dealing with in America, it make it all right.
Now that's the truth. That's
it make
facts.
it all right.
That's facts.
Yeah, all the slave masters got to do unless you get high. That's why they let them get high in jail. Why you think us in the free world can get on our phone and get on TikTok and see all these from across the country and all these different prisons high on K2 and they in the day room like the guards can't see them.
Yeah.
As if the guards ain't watching it. Because it controls the prison. It keeps these docile, subservient, they'll never stand up, and it make the shift easy. All them high. Yeah, all them high. And when they get through being high, they'll later and go to sleep.
Hold on.
Most get high wanna
Yeah, hold
high nigga most so white these in prison get high. They smoking K2, they smoking weed. Most get high wanna So here it is, we looking on TikTok, seeing these walking through the cells and these man, come on, we watching this. So after they wake up and say, boy, I'm high in the motherfucker, and it's time to go to bed, they still tingling. Man, them nigga want yeah, nigga shit. That's just the not because it done heighten all your senses. Everything, yeah, nah, man. So long as they keep giving us drugs, that's why America buys up 90% of the world's drugs, homie. That's why Mexico and all them other countries say, yeah, we hear what y'all saying, but y'all, we couldn't sell drugs without America. They buy up 90% of the world's drugs. From cocaine, to meth, to fentanyl, to heroin. This country buys 90% of the world's drugs.
How you feel about Diddy?
Diddy innocent.
Hey,
Yeah, Diddy
free
ain't
Diddy.
no. Diddy ain't got one victim said he done this to me. Not one. Other than Cassie saying I was in a relationship, he used to beat on me. But not even Cassie went to the police. She went to a lawyer. The lawyer went to the courts and said, hey, we want some money. If you really done this, that money. Put him in jail. He's a monster. So she never went to the police. So when you look at the indictments of Diddy, nigga, it's only one victim on the case. That's Cassie. They have no other victims. Diddy just was a freaking who was having orgies, who recorded everybody who participated in the orgy. But he a silent nigga and he ain't gonna tell. He gonna try to fight it. So it's a lot of people who secretly go help him win because he won't say nothing. And the FBI didn't go seize those tapes to find him guilty. They went to seize those tapes to erase what they wanted to be erased off those tapes. So they don't be found guilty. Because he recorded everybody and everything. So if you go back through Diddy's history, There's not one celebrity. There's not one political figure, from Donald Trump to the Prince of Wales to Harry and homie. All major figures have stood next to Diddy at a Diddy party, smiling, taking pictures with him, and he recorded everything. So our FBI didn't go get evidence against Diddy. They went to go clean up evidence against other people. Because once they seize it and go in and go look at it, you don't know what's on it. He know what's on it. And just like in the movies, you think he ain't telling his lawyer, say, man, if they find me guilty, I got some more tapes over there with everything on it. Goddamn, you think he ain't saying this? So initially there was a black a male attorney, a U.S. attorney who was on Diddy's case. He voluntarily came off of it. Yeah, Diddy go be found not guilty. Yeah, he go beat it.
You think he in prison?
Diddy had boys shook for a minute, but I don't know if y'all see, but that one had me. I was locked into that one because it was so entertaining. Like that boy was, running from the police on private jets, making little Instagram videos. Dude sat by a little fountain and made a whole list. Yeah, bro, he had people shook for real. So yeah, pretty funny. Pretty fun. That one was funny, bro. That one was so funny to me, bro. I enjoyed that one. That was hilarious.
No, only who been in prison since they was teenagers having a blast.
Cause they grew up there.
Nah, you can't take no billionaire, homie, and strip him from this lifestyle, this luxury, this power, this influence, and put him in prison where a 18-year-old guard can talk to him any kind of way. Nah, he ain't. You saw the last pictures that they sent out of him, the last drawing and sketches of him. He's skinny, he gray. Nah, hell nah.
But it's all booty for him. Like
he don't want no man. A don't want no booty till he get to prison. In jail, a trying to cope and trying to understand. Man, can I beat these charges? Too much pressure in jail for to keep a hard. It's a certain kind of in the county jail. With
you don't think it's a nut in there like?
No. What?
Asking Diddy like let him eat.
Trying
to eat Diddy mine.
Well, that's down the road.
For some favor.
Well, that's down the road. Right now, we are all facing something that we don't know what we're facing, so we can't really be stimulated. The conditions of the county jail will fry you, cause you looking at your charges, and your charges saying you might get 70 years federal time, and you 30. You ain't thinking about coming. Now, once you get your 30, you might be, okay. But in the beginning stages, homie, the trauma of going through that, especially when you can't bond out.
Yeah.
This ain't no regular. This is with billions of dollars who been controlling the industry. Now he got a who come on shift. If they have a bad day, they can talk to him any kind of way, and they don't even make the kind of money. Homie, he going through it.
Yeah.
And then he ain't down the road yet. It's when you get down the road you find this horny. But right now, everybody playing jailhouse lawyer. Say, man, call such and such. Nigga, he trying to get them cases. Nigga, they contact his witness. Man, that scrambling. Man, my life on the line. So ain't getting hard right now. Now, once you go and get that time and you get on down there and you start to process the reality of what's going on, your natural desires. But right now, traumatically, you going through something. Your ain't getting hard right now. Facing what you facing with the feds. State, but the feds, shit, take a certain kind of to be horny. And he got this time hanging over his head.
That gotta be on.
Man, it's a certain kind of you ain't been about to go to trial, so I think his trial coming up in 2 months. Man, got the wet noodle. Man, nuts on flat. Man, ain't thinking about coming. Man, dreaming about waking up out of his sleep, saying, man, I was at home, and he back in prison. Man, still having free world dreams right now. Man, they ain't thinking about coming.
Right.
And all eyes on you. So if nothing else, you think them little guards from New York, he from New York, ain't trying to come give him a little and they know they can get some, man, everybody trying to fuck with Diddy. That ain't just the guard, everybody trying to fuck with Diddy, homie, because he got the money to make something happen. And most guards don't make a lot of money. Yeah, most guards don't make a lot of money. when I was going to jail, nigga, they used to, hey man, what's up, man? Come talk to me, and they wanted to be big fans. You know, I was just in the jail, nigga. Sheriff Bill Wayman don't play. He watch every camera. Yeah, they stand in my door too long. They go out to answer some questions. And so yeah, dog. But in New York, shit, it's a gangster city. Nigga, everything corrupt. Everything. Chicago, everything corrupt. L.A., everything corrupt. Miami, nigga. Yeah, everything, bro. Nigga, big major cities, nigga. Yeah.
I heard you was dating old Vicky now.
They think I was dating her. Nah.
He was dating her.
They think I was dating her. That we you know, we uncle and niece. So I ain't the kind of in the world. If I meet a sister, if I meet a broad or a young lady, and we uncle and niece, I ain't the kind of nigga to try to fuck now. We done already developed the standards, right? So what people saw is she was streaming, and I was at I was in the hood, homie, around the corner from Miami Gardens, Little Haiti, Pork and Bean Project. So I went to this soul food restaurant called Tippy's, and so I've been with her for like 2 years, being real cool with her. We've been cool, good friends. So she pulled up on me, streaming, and so she gave me a ride back to the hotel. So I just ate some soul food, been out partying with her and AB and some more people down there at 5 in the morning. So I was tired. So they caught me in the car asleep. And so her homegirl took the picture and posted it. So you know, naturally the internet goes, oh man, she done sucked him up. But nah, nigga, Uncle real gentleman. So I ain't gonna establish you know, niece and uncle boundaries and then come back and try to later. Yeah, I think that's what the credibility of it. So no, we keep it what it is.
They mentioned Yellow Beezy. That's Dallas.
Yellow Beezy. What about Yellow Beezy? I fuck with Yellow.
You think he got a? How you think it's over with for him?
Nah.
Or you think he can beat that?
It's a state case. Everybody know you can buy a state case. Every nigga done been in trouble. Know if you put up enough money, you can beat a state case. It's the Fed case. The Feds don't want no money. They want your ass.
So it's a state. Okay,
it's a state case. And that's why the bond was lowered. If it was a federal case, he wouldn't have got a bond. Yeah, they would have been pushing for the no bond like Dirk and them and everybody else. But it's a state case. Their primary witness is a convicted felon who was already out on bond for another murder case. He's not being charged with murder. He's being charged with a felony possession of a firearm, and he's the star witness. I see Yellow Beezy being found not guilty in Dallas, in a city of his peers, a predominantly black jury. Yeah, so I see him being found not guilty. Mode 3 worked hard to get. So yeah.
I think Mode 3 could have been as big as Rod Wave. What you think?
Yeah, he could have. He had the talent. He had the skills.
He was real talented.
But his heart was too sour. He had too much. He was a hateful hearted little homie. That was hateful hearted, homie. And you know it showed and displayed in the music. But if he would have just said, man, f them niggas, because he had more talent. He had the gift.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. And he had the charisma. He was just a little short, fat, stubby that,
Boy, you used to terrorize them boys though.
They was more appealing and likable to the girls. Mo 3 was sleeping in apartments. He rapped about it in his song. Trapping was trapping and having money, and when they were young, so a lot of envy and jealousy played a part in that shit, homie. But yeah, nah. Mo 3 would have focused just on his talent, and his manager would have stayed focused on the talent and not them. And yeah.
That's saying Shannon Sharp. You think he gonna leave that situation unscathed?
Nah, it's over with.
Yeah.
It's just like a guy. It's just like a guy who's been accused of rape or child molestation, and he gets arrested for it. He goes to trial. He gets found not guilty. The jury says, we don't believe he did this.
It's still gonna
be in
your background.
So even though he got a not guilty verdict, he still have an arrest record for rape and child molestation. So when they run your background, all they see is rape and child molestation. They don't see dismissed.
Huh?
They're turned off by the allegations. So he lose by the allegations.
Damn.
And plus he a big up. Now if he was a little bitty like me, being with a little old bitty 21-year-old white girl like that, it would have less of an impact on white America's mind. But because he's a big old black that looks like a gorilla, and this 21-year-old white girl says he got a that's the size of a baby in his drawers. She called it a big back black baby cock. That's what she called it. She give it a name. So if he didn't have that and he would have looked, you like that, no. So he in trouble off the fact that he a big old black.
Yeah, and she was like 19.
This little old bitty petite white girl that's barely grown. She's a teeny bopper, fresh out of mama and them house. So I'm saying y'all can't be mad at Shannon. It's no difference than the NBA. It's no different than the NBA when they took LeBron and Kobe and drafted them fresh out of high school into the pros. That's all he did.
You think he was being set up? You think it was a setup? Like
if you listen to the conversation, it sounds like a setup.
Mm-hmm.
But if you sit back and look at the overall situation, you say this ain't no setup. This is a nigga who been in the league and been amongst elite blacks and white people for most of his life. Mm-hmm. He live in a white community. He been around white people for over 30 years. Boy got a thing for white. He like young white. He really want to fuck a 17-year-old, but he can't. He fuck a 18-year-old or 20-year-old. So here it is, he at the gym working out. He showing up at the gym with them big old black legs, that big old print showing in them sweatpants, squatting, sweating out his ass with them big old muscles. Now here it is, this little white girl over there on the treadmill. They making eye contact. Who set that up? Who put her there? Who put him there? And who knew they was gonna be attracted to each other to start? Who set that up? Now, if you watch his interview and you sit back and listen to him and Ocho Cinco talk, and he talk about what he do and what he don't do, well, you see he a weenie with the women. He really mean to women. You sit back, man, I don't do this, I don't do. Nah, man, you mean to women. You ain't no Matt. You ain't no. You don't even know how to sweet talk women. So you see, he really a weenie to women. He just got a big old black with the big old muscle. But he's not a charming man. You see that he mean, authoritative, and he regimented. No, he's not appealing. So the white girl just playing off the big black cock. He ain't handsome. He ain't the handsomest big black in the world, and he look like a gorilla. Big black gorilla, silverback. And he mean. So she figures she getting this big black, but in the process of getting this big old black, he mean. I'm gonna choke you when I see you tomorrow. Man, just that's all. Yeah, this is baby. You try to
turn that girl out.
She
don't
for
want
sure. To be treated like a grown woman. She just want this big old black and let her be irresponsible. He trying to make her responsible and all that other. So now ain't nobody set that up, man. That he just shoving that big old black out in the girl, and she like it. Yeah, he just mean.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh man.
And look, he's serious to that boy face is as straight as can be, bro. He dead serious, but yeah, that situation is crazy. Like, to me, just because she is so young, he is so old. Granted, she is legal, you know, whatever how y'all feel on that. But that is pretty young. You know. But hey, man, you know, each his own, brother. Each his own.
Yeah, shout out to the with the BBC. Yeah. Shout out to the nigga with the BBC. Yeah. You get to mistreat a bit. Yeah. With them average size penises. Yeah, he got to be sweet, buy roses, open the doors, and all kind of shit. His ass. Yeah, that with that BBC get to mistreat him. be mean and yeah, inconsiderate, all kinds of shit.
Oh man, my stomach hurting, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man.
By the way, Chad, we in Tulsa, man. Unc had a show.
Oh, yeah. We pull up in Charleston tonight, baby.
Yeah. Funny show, man.
Nah, for real, bro.
We call it conscious comedy.
Conscious comedy. It was a real good show, real thought provoking. I like, like we talked about earlier. I like how he tied everything together.
Yeah,
really,
for sure.
It really seemed like he was giving a speech, but it was.
But it was funny.
I'm talking about
simple.
why you need to go to jail. Why I recommend prison. Why I'm willing to tell on you and sleep good at night. Boy, you ever seen a hug his mama in visitation? Boy, they ain't seen each other in a long time. Boy, they hug each other so tight. And boy, them nieces and them nephews go to the vending machine and put them quarters and them nickels and them dimes out and bring the candy back. Oh, they look like a loving, happy family in the prison visitation room. Can't see that at the restaurant. So I recommend prison for you. Part of my comedy show is my justification on why you should go to prison.
That's tough.
Any chance I
It's
get,
tough.
and it's my dream. I feel like I'm doing justice. I feel like I'm helping you, I'm helping the community, and I'm helping your family if I can put you in jail.
Tough. But I think I don't know if y'all know, but like OG Percy, like I don't know if y'all know what it is, but like all his sons in jail, and he said something along this lines because he was like he preferred them to be in jail because he know where they at. He know they'll live at least until the end of that bid, So it's like one of them yin yang type things, man. I don't know. I don't think it's a place for nobody, but whatever, bro.
Would you put your son in jail?
It's gonna say yeah.
Yeah, during the coronavirus, my son snuck out.
That boy told on his son. Look, man, I got ads, right? I got ads. So you watch them because I gotta watch them too, bro. That's just what it is.
And went to go get some. And he was walking through a field and seen the police. Well, he's not a criminal kid. And he took off running, not knowing all he had to do was keep walking and the police wouldn't have bothered him. He took off running, the police chased him. They had to get the drones to find him in the field, took him to jail. When I got word of it, I said the police should have shot him. Running from the police. Yeah, I thought I all wanted to go to jail. You running from? Stop and freeze and lay on the ground, let the white boy put the handcuffs on you, you go to jail and call somebody. You don't run from the police, take your to jail. So I said, oh, they should have shot you. My mama and everybody said, oh, son, you shouldn't have said that. I'm saying, well, the police is shooting nowadays is running from the police. Why would you run? Nigga ain't done nothing wrong.
Nah, I can't agree with you on that one.
Well, don't run from the police. You walking to go get some. What you running for? You gonna make the police shoot you for nothing. They shoot just running. Why would you run, son? You're not a criminal. For what?
Right. Yeah, I understand that aspect.
Okay.
So if you running from the police, it gets you shot. He got a gun, Because that's why they think you running. Or they think you some criminal that's trying to escape some type of criminal. So, man, go to jail, let bun you out. Back in the day,
I get that. Okay, I get that.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah, I just had to hear you, I guess.
Now, if you running to get rid of the dope, to get the dope up off of you, if you running to throw the pistol so you don't catch a felony possession charge, when the police catch you and they whoop your ass for running, don't file a complaint. Because everybody know if you run from the police, what? You get a whooping when they catch you. So when they put their knee in your head, kick you, bite, man, don't go to all they will be. No, we playing cops and robbers. They mean to the robbers. It's supposed to be like this. When you start thinking y'all supposed to get treated fairly and y'all criminal. Criminal rights get violated. Come on, homie, you niggas want to be civilians. So it's supposed to be the police mistreat the criminals. That's why you got cops and robbers. The cop catch the robber, you beat him, you mistreat him, you plant dope on him, you try to put him away as long as possible. You frame him, you lie on him, he's a criminal. Who cares about him? If nothing else, he go get saved down there and come home speaking Arabic. Where else can learn Arabic in the free world? Where he can go get him a job working at an Arabic facility. He got to go to prison and learn Arabic so he can come home and put that Arabic to non-use just during prayer time.
They been talking about this 100 people versus one gorilla.
And that gorilla go to 70. Man, can't no 100 no go. Man, that gorilla go 94-10 run. Man.
All right. On that, look, okay, on this one right here, right? I think we forget that man, like human beings, what I mean, right? Like even woman, but I'm thinking like human beings, like men, you know, is the most top of the food chain thing we know. You see what I'm saying? Granted, I'm not saying that it's gonna be an easy wipe down. But dude, we're not talking like, bro, I've been seeing the video on TikTok and like, you know, Instagram, YouTube and all that. Just seeing that video. They act like we fighting King Kong, bro. We're not fighting King Kong. We fighting the average size gorilla. The average size gorilla may be like, what, 6'5"? We're going to say 500 pounds, right? With the brute force of 10,000 pounds or whatever, right? That's cool. But then if you get 100 men, bro, there were back in the days, you know, how they say like, you know, whatever, but they used to take out woolly mammoths, bro. You see what I'm saying? Indians or whatever, you know, caveman time, whatever, they used to take out woolly mammoths. People have slayed dragons. People have, you know, it's like so many things. And you talking about a gorilla, bro, I think we're not thinking about that. You know, as many things as we killed as humans. Right, even if you're doing it like with no weapons or something like that, or if you can't pick up a rock, all right, we keep thinking like, what's stopping them for eye gouging the gorilla eyes out where he can't see, and now the gorilla just running circles, just, you know what I'm saying? What happens when you get 50 people on this arm, 50 people on that arm? Right? Or even 30 people on this arm, 30 people on that arm. And then the other 40 or whatever coming and just stomping his head with their feet. It's so many, it's an animal at the end of the day. Like, animal cannot out-trump man, in my opinion. I just think we forget about that. I just think we forget that people hunt gorillas, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, but hey, sure.
You think it's a chance, even a little bit of chance?
There's nothing that a human can do with just his bare hands to inflict the kind of pain to make a gorilla tap out. Nigga, that gorilla got a brute force that you don't even know he got until you die.
I ain't gonna lie to Uncle. So you think you can't, like, okay, say the gorilla come up, right, and you hit like you somehow get behind and then you just choke that. You think you can choke him?
If everybody work together.
His teeth and his claws choking, go let him go, because there's no human that can bite him like this. There's no human that can grab him like this. The brute force of this gorilla. You ain't never felt this from now. You done fought. So you grab him and you be, man, when he you go let go. And off human instincts in nature, when you see him do one like that, 99 running.
Oh, man. Be that first one to go, though.
Come on, homie. You know something. Okay, listen, so somebody got to die. Which one gonna go? March, get set, go. And there, you run. And I thought you were going. I thought you were going. Man, ain't nobody finna run in that gorilla and make the sacrifice for nothing. And he finna kill everybody. Homie, his teeth is alone. His hands and his strength. No, man, that will be ripping apart. And man, the average go wrong when he see what that gorilla really can do to him. Yeah, better out running into a police station fighting them. That gorilla.
Yeah, boy, funny.
That shit funny. Y'all want to do confessions?
I wonder if we should do the cups, cuz.
Probably say that. Confessions. Oh, how you feel about Kanye West? They said. You know, his recent admissions.
Kanye the only can come out and said I suck a dick, and we all still think he cool.
Oh, that part.
In his mouth, we would have erased him off the planet. But for some reason, we heard Kanye say it, we cringed a little bit, and then we said, oh man, that's Kanye. But yeah, I think Kanye playing. I don't think Kanye ever put a dick in his mouth. He wouldn't have gave that power to the internet. So yeah, I think he trolling.
What's the end goal?
You never know with Kanye. He got $1 billion.
That's for real.
We got an end goal, nigga. We have a goal we trying, but he got $1 billion. So the shit that he seems to be attacking, the shit that he seems to be addressing, it don't make sense to the mind of a logical po that can say, man, if I had $1 billion, I'm gonna go to Chicago and get a warehouse and make Yeezy, and I'm gonna start out with Yeezy. Then I'm gonna have the Rosa Parks Yeezys. Then I'm gonna have the Makai Johnson Yeezys. I'm gonna have so he can do way more coming off into the ghetto, let the poor babies make the Yeezys Adidas. Since Adidas, man, come on, rather than attacking the Jews, because attacking the Jews and what they doing don't help the Jews ain't over. Yeah, they only over you who can't go to a black platform that's in the entertainment industry. But for the most part, the Jews is putting us in position to feed our families, leave generational wealth and legacies for our children, buy our mother's cars. They don't write the lyrics of the rapper. They just give him a platform to say this hateful, the generation on, homie, but they don't write them lyrics. They show up with the hateful lyrics. And they saying, man, hate sells. Violence sells, so why wouldn't we sell it? Same reason the nigga in the community selling fentanyl, knowing fentanyl. Sell it anyway, nigga. Fuck it. No different.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit.
It's no different than the Jewish people that don't need labels, because they say, hey, where y'all find this kid at? We found him listening to him off in the ghetto. He talk, man, he's talking about what? Oh, his people love that shit. So they're not making these write these lyrics. They just saying, hey, you know your people don't love positivity. Give us some more of that drill music that kill him up dead, shoot his mom in the head. You know what? That's what your people like. Come on, man. You know what your people like. Don't act like you don't know what your people. Come on, man. Your people love this shit. And it's nothing personal. It's nothing against black people. This is business. Black people take everything personal because they don't have no business.
I don't remember some.
That was deep.
So, what's your issue with Nigerians?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was just with that.
Okay. Yeah, we watched the video. You was like, "Fuck Nigerians." I'm like, "Damn, you know I'm Nigerian." So I'm like,
I ain't got now. I love my Nigerian, my Congo, my some of my biggest fans. But I was just trolling that homie. Taking me to that redneck white country town, and he down there playing. These people.
He
got me down here with these cracker, man. He playing. Boy, ask me kind of question. We'll die when the sun go down. And the sun like, come on, it's cold. Yeah, he showed them unreleased clip. Man, I cussed that out. You down here playing with these crazy white people hide. Yeah. You got me down here with you. Yeah, I got mad. He got me with Tom and all these niggas. Man, you playing. You a nigga, baby. You don't know nothing about this kind of shit. Yeah, I got mad that down there playing with them white folk, bothering them good lily white racist.
On everything, man.
That's crazy. What Joe said. What's a conspiracy theory you believe?
A conspiracy?
Can you think of any here?
Wow, hello.
What's a conspiracy theory I believe? that Lee Harvey Oswald really did with John F. Kennedy.
Expand on that.
John F. Kennedy, his dad used the mob to get him elected. It's just like Trump. Part of Trump's biggest political base for his voters was the Proud Boys. You know, the red races, right? It's no difference than Kamala Harris and them going to go get the thugs, the hip hops, the gangster, bad and bougie. You know, talking about the guns. They went and got Quavo. They went and got Megan Thee Stallion. They went and got Gorilla, talking about Moose Knuckles, popping. So they went and got the lowest faction of black people because that's a base. And that's a dumb base. It's no different than a redneck cracker who they triggering just off his hate. That's a dumb base. Of course you have an intellectual base, but they tapped into the dumb base. They like rap music and hip hop who only talk politics and think politics every 4 years. So that's why they went and got all these different rappers and put them before black people. Hey, we need y'all to vote. Well, Trump went to the Proud Boys. John F. Kennedy's father went to the Italian Mafia. And the Italian Mafia helped John F. Kennedy get elected. And they didn't keep their end of the deal. So that's what got him killed. Yeah. And the government played a part in it. You can't just kill the president.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the interesting take, yeah.
Go sit up in no lone gunman for to sit up in no book depository with CIA, Secret Service, and make the kind of shots that he made to kill John F. Kennedy, and then they make the file secret for so long, so you never get the whole. So nah, homie. The American population, homie, is dumb. They don't know what they think they know. That's why you have conspiracy, because nobody really knows. They don't tell us nothing until 100 years later.
Yeah, it's like this shit down there,
Yeah, they tell us the government had something to do with Dr. Martin Luther King being. By the time we don't, because it's documentation and it's been proven. The family went to court and our federal government had Dr. Martin Luther King. But us knowing that information, okay, we know that, so what?
Don't change.
Football season about to start. Them goddamn my football team, man, they letting them wear their names on back of their jerseys called Little Pee Wee. Remember during the Black Lives Matter when they killed George Floyd, they started letting black people wear names on back of their jerseys. Shoot 'em up, Bobby. Little Ray Johnson. And then they wrote Black Lives Matter on the courts, and black people cheered for that. Yay! We finally got basketball back. Oh man, they letting them wear any kind of name, and we haven't said anything about police shootings since then. And the police have shot black people since George Floyd, but we ain't said a word because they gave us football and basketball.
Yeah, but I feel like it ain't been out there right now.
I see where you're going with that. You're saying they create that's all a distraction to keep us.
Every police shooting, every time there's a divide in America, just wait till football or basketball come, and nobody's mad anymore. I don't give a damn what they do. We can watch them maul a baby to death. Soon as football season comes, touchdown, nigga! Oh, man.
And they've been doing this since ancient times, nigga. Since Rome,
since Rome. Man, go watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
When you get mad at the people, what do you give them? You give them a big
shows,
big game.
Yeah.
Ain't no fools. That's why they make this shit so extravagant for us, for all of us to sit down and tune in and watch. Gather around, slaves. I'm gonna let y'all come in the front yard and have a barbecue. And while we sit on the porch, y'all stand out there in the yard. Y'all get to dance and do all your slave dances and rituals, and we'll sit back and drink tea up under the shade, and we'll enjoy this entertainment. But when you're done, get y'all back there in them slave quarters and get up and go to work in the morning. Fun over, y'all. And that's no different than a Super Bowl, the Major League. We stay up for that one day. We be excited and get drunk and merry and festivities. And the next day, get your ass to work. And I know y'all watched that football yesterday, so don't come in late. Don't come in hungover.
Bro, I had a job, like, it was a little warehouse type job, like a pipe yard, right? And they would say, like, the main boss would exactly say that. He was like, yeah, man, the Cowboys are playing this weekend. So come Monday morning, I don't want to hear I was hungover and all that other, et cetera, et cetera. And that just always, just like in my head, I was like, bro, it always just like, who says everybody here watch football? Or who says everybody here does that on the weekend? So he does have a point. But see, me, I'm I'm a little, I'm not intoxicated all day, 24/7. Yeah, I just had my little cup and everything like that, but it was just my second cup, and I just feel it. It's very small. You feel me? So I don't know, because I always try to stay in control of myself, basically. Like me and my own rule. Allegedly, we all just all had to all have fun here, but. Nah, he do be hitting some points.
No
he got
difference.
a point. He got a point. But the Coliseum and all that,
But that distracts us.
Yeah.
That keeps us docile, subservient.
Thanks. What I was telling you the other day, like, nigga,
I'll take football from y'all. Can you imagine what, man, when it's baseball season and no football and basketball, be half-ass depressed trying to watch baseball.
I was saying the only true way to create change is through revolution, and they put all these things in place to keep us docile.
Yeah.
From
resolute. Yeah.
What would create change if all the NFL players say we ain't playing football this year?
Yeah.
We ain't playing. Let them go get a bunch of white boys, and they go try to find walk-on warehouse workers and forklift drivers and FedEx drivers, and it ain't no more fast running that can catch the ball with one hand. It ain't no more that can juke a spin around, juke. It ain't no more of them kind of niggas. It's just a white boy that can pocket throw the ball. It ain't it's just all white boys. No speed, no agility, all fundamentals. The game gonna be boring.
Yeah.
They need them, but them don't know if they said, man, we sitting out this year. We finna go play throw up tackle. We finna go play in the park, in the field, and make people like the Negro League.
You just said that. I was about to say, you said the Negro League.
Like the Negro League. We finna go play in a field.
Bro, speaking of that, I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was like the 2010, 2000 NBA season, whenever the lockout was. Bro, we got the best back, bro. LeBron was pulling up to like open runs, bro. LeBron, D-Wade, Kevin Durant, bro. Chris Bosh, Carmelo, bro. Everybody was pulling up to open runs, and it was going crazy, dog. So I do get what he's saying right there, bro. I don't know if y'all remember that, but yeah, that lockout season in NBA, bro. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, see, that's why I like Charleston White sometimes, because some of the stuff he says does make sense, but then you can tell sometimes he just be trolling. He just talk just to talk sometimes, which is cool because like it's all entertainment. It's all about staying relevant, staying on top, yada yada, etc. Because even this interview or whatever, it's a little special appearance, whatever you want to call it. He's probably getting paid to be here, and they say he just did a little comic show, so. He knows how to work the media for sure. He does.
Go be standing on top of their car and we finna play. If we did that, then we would cripple the NFL. But because we can't, they can treat the shoot Sanders boy. They can do them boys like that because they own this, they run this, and they control this. And y'all are our.
Yeah.
With all your athletic talent, agility, and ability, it belongs to us. When I retire your jersey, your people can't claim fame to that name. It's in
I remember when Odell Beckham was coming. It was one of them summers, one of them off-season summers, and he was hooping. He was hooping like he was doing windmills, dunking the ball, running. Boy, they say that damn Jets coach almost had a heart attack, dog. I mean, Giants, the New York Giants coach almost had a heart attack, bro. So I believe like in some of these contracts too, you're not allowed to like during the season, especially like you're not allowed to like play pickup games or like play football games and things like that because if you get hurt, like he said, you know, y'all are niggas. You know what I'm saying? So. Man, bro, he be having some points, bro. He be having some points.
I bring my family, my friend, and say, look at my, look at the boy that them boy, remember that? He was in the ghetto. I brought him and drafted him from the ghetto. He's on ESPN now. These are bragging rights, and these are trophies to rich white men who own. Man, it's no different.
That shit in perspective.
Man, you don't think they do that when they be in them boxes? That's my look at him. Look at him. I brought him out the ghetto. His mama didn't have a husband. I went down there and met him. He just said, man, I met business and they had roast.
Yeah. Dang ads, man.
You think they don't be saying that? Them my look at him, go. You don't think they don't be saying Jerry Jones them don't be saying that? He my I changed his life.
Changed his life.
That's not when you put in perspective like that's low key the truth.
Homie, why you think they only bring certain players around their families? All players don't get to come around. Why you think they got a franchise player? I got a franchise tag on this. This my. Why you think when LeBron left Cleveland, that white man called him like a runaway slave? My done run away. This my come out of man, this my nigga. Come on back home, LeBron. Back to Cleveland, nigga. You got to come back anyway. Where you want to retire? Akron or L.A. Everyone want to come back home. Yeah, no. So, I got them white folks up. Yeah, the civil rights movement wasn't too long ago. And some of them people that voted no is still alive. They just get nigga jobs now.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, some of them people feel like we weren't supposed to be able to have what we have. And they were wrong then, but if they can go back and do it again, they'll still try to keep us where we was at. So we done got beside ourselves. We think we supposed to have equal rights as the white man. And we'll never be equal to white America, homie. And we think we supposed to get treated fair.
Hello.
Amen.
You brought up a good point in your show when you said you lost him for 2 seconds, but then you brought it back like you explained it, you broke it down. It was like, what is we doing with our freedom? That makes
boy,
us
they didn't
not
like
slaves?
that. But I said, man, I said our ancestors are the ones who deserve freedom, and we are the ones who deserve slavery based on our actions and who we are. So think about the people before us, how homie they worked to build all these violent.
I said that too. I don't say it exactly like that, but I see what he's talking about. Just because, like back then we had like a Black Wall Street, or even like just your grandparents cared more about appearance or being perceived a certain way. Now we all walk around, look at me, we all walk around hoodies, sweatshirts, like we just walk around in leisure all the time, taking things for granted about the road that was paid for us, even for me to sit here in my, in my little apartment, grateful for my apartment, but just to sit here and like record a video, or even for these three black men right here to have a platform to record a video. I think we do take that for granted because back then they wore suits. Like everybody wore suits, even just stepping out the house. I'm pretty sure like y'all probably remember some of y'all grandparents or, great grandparents, just like you would see him in a suit. He would wake up in the morning, put on his pants, maybe got some overalls on, with the little, not overalls, suspenders, what I'm talking about? And he just going up and down to the store all day in the truck. But he looks presentable. So I get where he can be going with this.
Urban communities under all these worst conditions. and they was able to thrive. Now here we come along. We don't value education. Nigga, they took education serious. They kept they took family serious. Nigga, we don't give a damn about family. We don't give a damn about community. So all the things that they wish they had, we got, but we take it for granted as if we've been through what they've been through. So you got black people today who talk like they really affected by slavery, but they don't go talk to their grandmama now. You got black people today who talk like, man, we built America. You ain't built shit. You ain't even cut your mama grass. And you talking, you ain't been through nothing. So we really
Yeah. Boy, they got commercial after commercial, ad after ad, whatever you want to call it, but boy.
haven't been through nothing to attain and gain more than what we have today. That's why we don't have more. We got freedom, but we don't have equal rights and we don't have equal protection under the law. That's why we can be treated the way we be treated, because we don't have equal rights and equal protection under the law. The Asians got equal rights and equal protection. They got an Asian hate bill. Anybody can do anything to us, and it's just a crime. There's no protection. So the idea wasn't for us to integrate, which integration wasn't bad, but it was also harmful. The idea was for us to have equal rights and equal protection under the law, meaning the police won't shoot us just like they won't shoot the white guy. When they look at us, so we don't have that equal rights. We still get mistreated, we still complain about it, but we haven't saw real mistreatment. Most of us get to talk back. Our ancestors couldn't talk back. Just think about that alone. We can smack our lips. They couldn't even smack their lips. So for us to act like we done been mistreated with all these rights and privileges and come on, homie. Nah, nigga, our ancestors is disappointed in us. So that's why I was trying to break that down. And they never wanted to get back at white people. They could have took revenge, but their focus was on building a vibrant community. Today's black people want to get back at white people. We want to get our league back.
Expand on that. That's a good point.
We think we think we're owed something, and we're not.
Okay. Versus like Black Wall Street, for example.
They're owed something.
Yeah.
So there are some descendants of Black Wall Street that's still alive. They're owed something. When you think about the slave master giving you government entitlement programs, from when your mother gets pregnant, she get WIC, she get the juice, she get the CCMS child care, she get food stamps, she gets Section 8. There go your reparations. There go your reparations. That's just to nurture you, to get you to school age. Now when it's school age, when you come off your mama's porch, how many can raise their hand and say, I know how to read before I get to that white man's school system? Most A, B, L, M, N, O, P. That's where they stop it. So here it is. Now we done gave you WIC, food stamps, Medicaid, CCMS. We done gave you all these government or Section 8. All of this. Now you come to school and get a free education when your ancestors had no right to read. We're giving you a free education. And by us teaching you to read, it's beyond measures on where you can go by learning how to read.
But would you categorize that as reparation or just equal rights?
Reparation. Because white people with resources don't put their kids in public school. If LeBron would have went to public school, he would have never been LeBron James. That's why he went to a private Catholic school. If Kobe would have went to public school, he would have never been Kobe Bryant. That's why he went to a Catholic public school, private school. If you want to develop your child, you don't put your child in no public school. to go deal in an environment where all of these children who live below the poverty level. Because in most public schools, predominantly kids get free lunch. That means your parents are poor. You're below the poverty level. That means you're either at or above or below. That means y'all don't have no money. And your mother had to prove this. That's why you get a free lunch. Why would you put your kid in this environment where the focus is all of these kids passing a test so the teacher can keep her job? It's not about teaching and developing your kids. Why would you put your kid in this unless you have to? Man, most people who want their kids to be something don't put them in public school system. They make a sacrifice to pay to put them in public school, private school.
So do you believe Black Americans are owed anything?
No.
You don't believe it?
How do you know when you don't know who your daddy is? How do you know where you come from?
Because I do. I think.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
I'm saying I do believe Black Americans are owed some form of reparations. I don't know how it's packaged, but cause you don't feel like it's a debt that is owed, based on
it ain't gonna help us.
the ancestry.
It ain't gonna help us.
Cause you'll never be grateful for it if it's a handout. Yeah. Yeah.
We saw what happened if Black people get a bunch of money. We got a bunch of money during the pandemic.
Stimulus
You
check.
saw niggas get Jeeps, Scat Packs, was eating lobster every day. We balled hard during when they gave all these niggas who had never had $10,000 officers got $10,000 and $20,000. Who had never had, everybody got money now. So that was a snippet of what Black people would do if they got reparations. Because if
Okay, not to cut you off. I'm saying, okay.
Yeah, cause dang, man, I guess look, got me scratching my head because during that time is when Amazon made its most money. That's when Jeff Bezos became a billionaire. I think like a year later after the pandemic. So if you put it in perspective like that, yeah, bro, yeah, man.
Okay, whatever it is they do with the money, it's still a debt owed. So why does it matter?
We're not owed because the people who's owed it,
Fast.
very few are still alive. We haven't went through nothing. So because you went through something, I deserve something. You went through it. I didn't.
So you don't think systematic oppression still exists? I'm just asking. You don't think so?
Equal
you think
rights.
about the Asians. They were brought over here systematically oppressed. The Asians was when they built the Panama Canal. The Arabs was brought over here and was systematically oppressed. You got poor whites. Everybody in America is systematically oppressed by way of our country becoming a capitalist country. Capitalism. To say that we're owed something, nobody owes us nothing. What have we been through? I'm 47 years old, going on 48 next month. What have we been through in 50 years where we can say everybody from 0 to 50, you're owed something? Not because your mother went through it, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, because most of y'all don't even talk to them people. Most of y'all don't even care, don't even know what them people went through. So how can you say you're owed something when most of y'all don't even know the history of what those people went through? Very few do. So I put grandmama up over here. When the last time you went and talked to grandmama and said, grandmama, what was it like for you back then? You don't even have an understanding of what is called to really be called. Everybody wasn't called for you to be offended by it. You a little white man call you boy, and you can take boy better than you can take. The used to be offended by being called boy more than.
Yeah.
I'm not
What
a boy,
about the
I'm a
whole
man.
10 acres and a mule thing, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about that?
If you get 10 acres and a mule, who go work they 10 acres? Go sell they 10 acres. To who?
Yeah.
The weed man, the dope man. Who go work the land? So if you give black people 40 acres and a mule, a John Deere tractor, and some seeds, they go cash it in for the money. So why would you get that to them? And by the way, when the Jews got their reparations, they didn't get money, they got a credit line.
Okay, that was my next question. If it's not cash, if it's not money, what form of reparations would you suggest?
Well, let's say this. Most of y'all say y'all are the Hebrews and the original people. Y'all was here before slavery, so y'all wasn't slaves. Y'all was Indians. So how can you prove your family lineage had something to do with slavery? Because most of y'all don't know your father. You don't know your father's mother. What if those was free people? So how you gonna come say I need reparations? You don't know your father's mother, your mother. So how can you trace your lineage when all you know is your mama and your grandmama?
So there's no way to trace that lineage back.
All you know is your mama and your grandmama. Me, I got family papers where I can trace my lineage all the way back to my grandfather's mother, whose name was Lucille Helton. She was property of the White Sloan Plantation, Charleston White. She was a slave named Lucille Helton. My grandfather was her first slave baby, Freddie White. We own the White Sloan Plantation. I can trace my lineage back to that slave. I can't trace it back to Africa. Everything stops at Mama Seal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how many black people can do that? They don't know the grandmama. Think about this, homie. They don't know their daddy's mama. My mama know her daddy. My mama know her daddy. The average black kid don't know nothing about their daddy to trace their lineage. They don't even know their daddy's mama.
How are you able to trace yours?
Because my mama know her daddy. My grandmother, my grandfather was married.
Right.
And they all had 4 kids. So my mama know her mama and her daddy. She come from a 2-parent home. So I can trace our lineage because my mother come from a 2-parent home.
So if you could trace your lineage, would you agree with lineage-based reparations?
No, because most people go say they don't need it. So I would go with that. But most people go say, man, we was Indians. We was Cherokee. We was Arapaho. Oh, y'all were free people then. Because there was free black people. Everybody wasn't slaves. There was black people who owned slaves. So what if your people was the people who owned slaves? How y'all gonna get reparations? Because black people own slaves.
So, I mean, you should pay it back then
There was
too,
Africans. If you watch the movie, where they have those female African warriors. I think it's I Am Queen or King or something.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
If you watch that movie, it shows you how that tribe was taking Africans and trading them to the white people. That's why. So it wasn't white people coming in taking Africans. It was Africans selling other Africans to the white man for guns. And, you see what I'm saying? So when you trace your lineage, how you know you don't come from that to get reparations and you was part of the problem? So for all of us say we need reparations, homie, trace your lineage and then say what you need, because you can't. So I'm saying, nigga, reparations ain't gonna help us, it's gonna hurt us. But if we take what we got now, what we got, not what they give us, what we got now, and start to build with what we got, we won't need reparations. If we build with what we got, because we are the largest consumers on planet Earth. Nobody on the face of Earth spend more money than black Americans. We are the largest consumers. All we do is consume, spend, consume, spend, consume, spend. That's why they say bow till you fall. We are the largest consumers, so that's why everything is marketed and advertised to us to spend our money. So if we say, okay, y'all, hold up, let's take what we got and let's build with what we got, starting with my personal savings account, starting with giving my kids a weekly allowance so they can save some money. If we start there and stop trying to fix all of us, but if they give all of us reparations, they go buy bigger guns, they kill other. Nah, homie, we got a glimpse during the pandemic. So I'm saying we don't need reparations, homie. We need healing. We need to be healed as a group of people. Money won't fix this.
Counseling and all that.
Nah, we don't even have a business mind. We don't even understand economics. We don't even understand how to budget a monthly household. Most people don't even have their budgets wrote down. The average black male don't even have a wallet with $50 in it. The average kid don't even have a piggy bank to know how to save 50 cents out of a dollar, a quarter out of a dollar. We need healing, homie. We need to be re-socialized before we get any money and any credit. Let's heal these people. Cause the healing, the pain ain't coming from, man, what white people doing to us, homie. It's coming from in the house, outside. Man, right outside the house, around the house, each other.
All in the area.
By the time we get to prison and the white guard mistreat us, we done been kicked in the ass by cousins and everybody else.
So that's interesting, because you truly what they would consider a foundational Black American, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't consider myself that.
But your ideologies is kind of indifferent to what they believe.
Well, most foundational Black Americans talk the we talk. We built, we this, we that, and I'm saying we ain't done a thing. We've been going to school with white kids enjoying the fruits of our ancestors' labor. We have not suffered, we have not endured, we have not been mistreated. We ain't done a. So why you trying to claim that?
I ain't gonna lie, I got mistreated on.
You did?
Yeah, I was outside. And I
So
was
you
walking,
did.
and then they was like, they yelled at their car. They said,
That ain't mistreated.
that ain't mistreated.
No.
That's a name call.
I mean, me personally, and I see where you're coming from. Me personally, I still think FBAs are owed reparations in some form. Lineage-based reparations in some form. I don't know if it's cash, if it's benefits, like the Indians they get to go to school for free. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, like.
Well, don't want to go to school. This group of Black people don't value education to allow them to go to school for free. This group here don't want education. They'll maybe take a trade, but this group want money so they can live the love and hip hop, MTV Cribs lifestyle. This group of Black people don't want money to build another Black Wall Street. They don't want money where Black people can be strong and have a Black airport, a Black bank. This group of Black people don't want that. They want to party and have fun and live the hip-hop celebrity life. They don't want to build. So when you say they owe something, why would you be?
It's high noon, and the winter's clear. 7 out of 10 cats prefer Blue Tastefuls chicken to Iams chicken. And with Tastefuls' delicious natural ingredients, it's easy to see why. Blue Tastefuls, a taste cats love made with natural ingredients.
Owed something when nothing was done to you. When most of our families had land, had houses, and had something that they left behind, but your uncle, your auntie, or somebody before y'all sold what they left. Because they didn't want to work on the farm. They didn't want to have to keep cutting that big old backyard. They wanted to sell this house in the country and move to the city, get a Cadillac, some right. So, man, what are we owed? When we can smoke weed every day, we can buy cigarettes, we can drink, we can go to the strip club, we can park. What are we owed when all we got to do is stop assimilating into their world? Say y'all all Black, we ain't going no. Homie, we cooking it all year long. We go cook at home. We ain't going to no fast food. All we got to do is strategize. We don't need no money. But if you give us money, it don't fix us. We gonna turn against each other even more. Don't give us no money. Force us to have to come together with nothing but what we got.
Amen. Oh.
Yeah, force it. Yeah. And the only thing I know that brings us together is a police shooting.
Oh, damn it. Hold on. I don't know if this messed up anything, but nah, okay.
Nothing brings Black people together like Michael Jordan releasing tennis and a police shooting. Nothing.
Michael Jordan.
Come together, they spend months.
Why is that though? Like, why do you think that is though?
Because we're intrigued. We're fascinated by being victims. Yeah, we love being victims. That's why we associate everything with a collective thought. We. I can be doing good in life. making right choices, right decisions, got a good job, good family. A black dude get killed by the police, he a shady with a shady background, and we all talking we. I'm not affected by that unless I put myself in it. Most of us put ourselves in it. Man, them police, the black dude should have stabbed the white dude. So you want this kid now to be traumatized forever. Even though you think he was justified. He got a charge on him.
You talking about the recent stuff?
But black people is siding as if he's a hero. Like as if he's done something good. It was still wrong. You took a life. And because you never took a life, this kid will suffer from this, homie. You ain't finna just kill nobody and sleep peacefully.
Yeah.
That don't happen. Whatever look you saw in that person's face before they die, it's imprinted in your brain. Whatever you saw in their eye, you don't go to be normal. But black people clapping like this kid. Nah, homie, this kid is in a white county. It's like a Toka, Oklahoma. Y'all know what where Toka is? Durant out.
Yeah.
That's Collin County. Man, they don't play. Man, they should hang for small amounts of weed. And just the fact that this black kid and the white kid, y'all think he's gonna get off scot-free. Black people is delusional in America. They think they really white people, as if white people go treat them the same. But they complain as if white people don't. That kid going to prison, homie. He will not get off scot-free. You ain't fit to be no black man and no blue-eyed white kid.
Next day at TV with the $50. Appreciate you.
In America. And not only that, he got a white daddy and a white mama. Man, please. These black people is not from Texas. They from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They've only been in this white city for 3 years. Nah, it's over. All the black people that supporting them is not from this county. They're coming from Dallas County into Collin County. And everybody know Collin County is predominantly white and they don't play with niggas. So y'all go make this a race card.
Wow, hello.
It's the worst thing y'all can do for this kid is make it about race. Let's make it about bullying and right and wrong, but let's not make it about race because you lose black people in this all white county. No matter your protest, no matter what, this our county.
How do you value money?
Nah.
At this point in your life?
I value money as a tool. Mm-hmm. It put me in a position.
So, are there things that you normally wouldn't do, but you would do for money?
Nah.
He don't seem like that type either.
I ain't gotta do nothing I don't want to do that I normally wouldn't do if I got a gift.
All right.
That's the person that don't believe in themselves. That's the person that don't have the confidence in what gifts they have. So they have to do something extra. So it's like most people who get into the industry, they be chasing a light. So they start out right here, chasing that light up there, not knowing it's a light inside them. It shines when they go certain places. But they chasing that light. They finally get to that light, and it's a like Diddy holding his saying, suck my dick, and you can stay up here. You've been chasing a light. So guess what? Most people do what they gotta do because you don't went way up there, homie, chasing this light. Think about how long of a fall it is. So think about the people who seem like they done made it and have to come back to their cities and like they done failed, homie. Man, that's shame. Mm-hmm. And depending on how you treat people going up, your way coming back down from that light is a hell of a fall. So one thing I noticed, I said, shit, I got a light inside of me. So I ain't gotta do nothing I normally wouldn't do for money.
I guess so. Okay, does having 100 M's versus having 5 M's matter to you?
I don't want 100 M's.
Okay, yeah.
You know, homie. Yeah. I got a Christian belief system.
Yeah.
So, the Christian belief is, in order for a rich person to get into heaven, it's gonna be like trying to squeeze a camel through the eye of a needle. So. I always say, nigga, I don't want 100 million. I can live with 2 million for the rest of my life and ball like a. I don't need no 100 million. You don't know what you gonna like to do when you get 100 million.
But for like the generations after you.
Damn.
I want this!
Jason is really fired up for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Challenge. Look at him, just dusting his way to victory.
You can't get enough of this stuff, man.
Win the day with the Kelsey's favorite cereals.
Man, he's making some valid points. I don't know how you feel about it, down in the comments, or, if you're watching this with me, how you feel about it. But he is making some very valid points on this world that we living in and we coming up in.
Man,
You ain't trying to put them on,
man, I'm gonna leave something, but I ain't, man, them grandbabies. Yeah, man, I might not like their mama no way. Man, I'm gonna leave something, but man, trying to get 100 mil. Do you know what you gotta do to get 100 mil? You can't imagine. You don't know who you gotta over. Who you, man?
But what if you had an ease, like
I don't want it.
You don't want it,
homie. A person with 100 mil ain't close to God. They ain't really got no real connection to the value of a life of a poor person. I don't want to detach from humans.
All right, so
you get 100 mil, you ain't.
All right, a billionaire coming to you right now for and giggles, like it's just what he like it's just entertainment for him. He like, all you gotta do is just slap your right cheek. Each slap 10 mil.
I don't want that much money.
You gotta get up, smack that.
I don't want that much money. Look what you gotta do to get that much money. Motherfucker give you 10 mil. If you do that, you do more.
Man.
The catching come before the hanging. Yeah, motherfucker, if got that kind of money to give you, they just testing you to see. No, man, as a man, you don't slap your ass for nobody, for no money. I leave out there broke in the man, cause I ain't slapped my ass.
You gonna get mad, dog?
Man, I should slap my ass, man, but I ain't doing it. I'm walking to the car. Yeah, saying, man, I should have slapped my ass, but I ain't gonna do that. Hell, not just a thought. I thought about it.
You gonna think about it, dog?
Man, how much you say? 10 minutes, man. God damn. Leave up out of here cussing and say, man, I should have slapped my ass, man. At least one time. At least one time.
At least once.
Yeah, get in the car and roll the blunt. It'll be all right in the morning. I can't miss what I ain't never had.
Hey, man.
Man, you got a fight coming up. How you get ready for the fight?
I can't see. Yeah, I've been training.
Okay, you been training?
Yeah, I've been training. Yeah, I got a new method. I'm gonna shrink my nuts to get strength in your arms. It's a real method. Yeah, I know it sound crazy, boy and girl, but yeah. And they some frail.
Appreciate it, Dono Austin.
Yeah, after I whoop him, on my way walking out the ring, I'm gonna slap his brother. Yeah, just to go viral on the internet, to cause a commotion.
He talking about the Island Boys, Chad, the Island Boys. He got to fight with the Island Boys coming up.
I'm fighting the one that sleep on the top bunk. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
He doing the bed.
Yeah, he sleep on the top bunk. He climb the ladder and get on top. The other one lay on the bottom. And let him do his do. The kissing brother.
You most of that is just like how in shape you is, or your cardio, how your cardio is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cause you be smoking.
My parlay is on you,
Now I'm gonna quit smoking. Now I'm gonna quit smoking. And then most people come out, homie, because they be so nervous, they tie themselves out that first round. They come out and exert all their energy, rather than coming out. Every box go, coast a little bit, see what you got, work on you, and then the second round kind of turn up. But I'm gonna pace myself. And I really box. And I done really done some boxing. So
okay, so you got some type of experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know how to cheat.
30 bucks.
When it comes to starting your business, not all services are created equal. That's where Busy stands out. We're more than just a platform. We're your partner.
Y'all saw that Rocky or that last when the nigga got out of prison. It's a movie.
Shout out to you. Let's get the confessions, Chad. Get up out of here. Get on the Discord. What time your flight on?
Hello. We driving.
Oh, y'all driving?
Yeah, we driving. Them niggas, we gonna go rest at the hotel and head on out. I'm gonna try to catch me some of that cheap Tulsa just being sold online.
You should have said something earlier. We would have set you up for the free. But you probably don't like free.
No. No. Yeah. Free
come with something, yeah. Come with something. That's how you, man. I don't know if that's just like a Texas thing or whatnot, but like you can tell he's from the South, you know, or even because like it's a little, you know what I'm saying? It's a little about him, but nah, that boy funny. That boy funny, man.
And answers.
Questions and answers.
Yeah. Jesus, a whole not a girlfriend.
Man. Let me see. All right, chat. No yapping.
Okay, well, I guess how many? Okay, it's like this. Okay, let's see what that's about.
Get on here and speak your deepest, darkest confessions.
Boy, wait a minute.
We listening. We not gonna judge. I don't know about us though.
Yeah,
he might judge.
Like a
He gonna judge.
man, what?
What's say your deepest, darkest?
Yeah, go ahead and drag him in, Dante. That make it a whole lot
You
easier.
better not come say no, cause I'm gonna talk about you for a week. I gotta choose to say cheese TV. Yeah.
Go ahead, start dragging him in, Dante.
Yo. Doggo.
Yo. Man, drag him out, you b****. Yo. What's the damn deal?
Know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying.
Yo, can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
I bet. In 7th grade, when I lost my virginity, okay, I didn't really know much about it. So I go into it. I thought having a bush was normal, okay? Like, we're talking like about a 6-inch long hairs.
Okay.
My got tangled up in the hairs. And now I have a scar from it.
What?
Oh, you must got some skin down there. You must ain't got a big. Yeah, you must got skin. Yeah, I must hard.
No.
Up in her. Me and Harry, some of the best you can ever get. Nigga, that's my kind of. Nigga, I love with her on it. Ball, I ain't in the ball. I like my pussy with a little hair on it, or like the Playboy that you.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie though, like, boy.
The Playboy.
6-inch hairs is crazy. Like 6 inches. Right?
Boy magazine. Yeah, boy, that
you don't know.
That's like your mama. Boy, that's good. Boy, yeah. You must got skin for.
It was in 7th grade.
You must ain't got no bristle. Yeah, you must ain't got no bristle down there.
I was 12 years old. Of course I had a small dick.
Tangled up in her.
I was 12 years old. Of course I had a small dick.
Yeah. Just tongue kiss her next time. Just go to first base. Don't try to go to third base with that little bitty pecker. Yeah. Stay your on first base. done got tangled up in the hair. Boy, where did you get? How you get tangled up in the house and miss the hole? yeah, that's
yo, turn your camera on.
Alright.
What's the deal?
Alright. For my biggest confession, when I was like 14, I jerked off one time.
Man, stop lying. You done jerked off more.
No,
than
I'm dead serious.
Man, you
dead
serious,
Charleston. I'm dead serious.
Man,
I'm
you
dead
were
serious.
putting toys on you when you was 6 or 7, trying to figure out what's the feeling on that. Man, stop lying. You ain't just jacked off one time at 14, and you still jacking off today. Get on up out of here lying.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Yeah, you were jacking off for 14.
Drag him out.
Yeah, man, nigga start getting hard by 6 or 7, and let water run on it in the bathtub. Nigga playing with it. Yeah, you been touching that. Yeah, lying. All little boys touch on that. It's normal.
Hey, boys. Hey, how are you? I'm nervous. I don't want to turn my camera on because, like...
Don't cut it on. You said that. I already know. Yeah. Don't cut it on. Stay where you at. I said, hello,
Do you want me to turn it on, Unc?
I can tell by your voice.
Do you want me to turn on the camera, honey? Or do you want me to keep it off?
We ain't got to cut the goddamn camera on home. Boy, we ain't got to talk honey talk. Yeah.
Hey, he called him homeboy. He said, you ain't gotta cut the camera on, homeboy. I can hear you talking honey talk. Boy, that boy funny.
What's up, brother? Yeah, we'll let you
brother.
play sister another time. But right now, what's up, brother?
Please don't gender me. I'm really not comfortable with all that talk, please.
Get your up out of here with Uncle. I'm a gender bashing.
Hold
and I bash sometimes. And you sound like a gay male.
What do you identify as?
What'd you say?
What do you identify as?
And you want some. That's why you over here barking up the tree. Yeah, you becking over here for some. Hoping you can hit. Get on up out of here while Unc in town. Yeah. You I don't feel comfortable.
I don't know if that's Dave Mike or...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was doing that.
Where them gangster that fight, right now. Shoot up. Yeah.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Yo.
Hey, time out. Hey, bro. Look at Charleston face. Hey, bro, that boy funny as hell, boy.
Y'all, you remember me, Z? Don't you?
Yeah.
How a nigga gonna forget you?
All right, look, listen. All right, come on, chill out, sex. Chill out, nigga. Chill out.
You look like Davo, brother.
All right, look, listen.
Man.
I'm telling y'all what I did. This is my confession for real. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. Look. Okay, cool. I was eating this girl's ass, right? She tooted that ass up, put that ass in my face, and I put my face in them. You feel me? But she farted.
Yes.
She farted. That bitch farted, and I saw.
Bruh, he about to say
Your
something.
membership is more than just a card. It's your gateway to
suck the fart out that.
I'm telling that boy that.
I sucked the fart out that.
Begging man to reach for a broom straw. You don't get often, so I don't blame you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You don't. I don't blame you. I would have sucked the fart up out there. That's what next time you might get to eat another.
Come on now.
Yeah. Ain't too many people that put no in your face, big fella.
They're right.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, that's why I fuck with your free guy. That's why I fuck with your free guy. That's why. Hell yeah.
How you wouldn't this way, you missionary of doggy style.
Now see, look. Now I
stand up.
You know,
let me see your best.
Look. That belly up. Come on now.
Funny.
Come on now. I gotta
she
get
had to be skinny, because if she had any, you ain't pushing past your belly in her. Your dick ain't that long.
Now, listen. Now, let me talk. Let me talk though. Look,
okay.
I lift my belly up, put it on that back.
Okay.
I put that belly on that back, huh?
Yeah.
I put that belly on that back.
Ain't nothing wrong with that big fella. My
love.
I fuck with y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Fat that can get some.
Yes,
Yeah.
At all.
Why is that TOS, chat? You know what I mean? Y'all just trolling.
What's TOS?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What that mean?
Terms of service, like.
You know that ban and
Oh, what we say to be banned?
Nothing that was trolling.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's my uncle?
Yo. Oh, I see some joke. They saying like, is he... What's the word?
Yeah, it's daytime. Where you like Convy?
Nah, I'm Epstein. Come on. Like, come on.
Where you at?
Like, what you mean? What you mean? Nah, I'm in Epstein Island. Epstein Island right now.
Epstein
Island.
Island.
Look though. Yeah, look, my confession, right? Hold on, what's wrong with your phone, file? What you looking at me like that? Okay, look. I was at my auntie's crib, right?
Yeah. I don't like nothing about you. You done rubbed me the wrong way.
I'll slap the big box Chevy glass out your face. Who the f*** is you talking to? Who the f*** is you talking to? I'll slap the out. Yeah, okay, cool. Look, the other guy, I can vouch for him. He did that. He sucked the fart out that ass.
All right, go ahead.
Look though, I was at my auntie's crib.
Oh man.
Right. I fell asleep. I had a bag of Skittles in my hand, right? I don't know why I woke up with my auntie licking the Skittles out my ass.
That was your uncle. Stop lying. You ain't licking your ass. Yeah, you ain't.
Whoa, what you? Why the f*** you can't look, if I stand up, look, I'm in my
That boy pulled out the Skittle.
That one of your uncles or cousins picking at that.
Stand up one more time, because I ain't gonna lie. If I stand up, I'm in my drawers right now. I was asleep. I'm in my drawers right now. I can't stand up, but I'll slap out.
Yeah. You ain't got a long, you ain't. That was Uncle Leroy that did that. Yeah, talking about like that was Aunt Shirley did that. Aunt Shirley ain't just with you sleep and put Skittles in your ass. You lying. That's some of them old perverted uncle.
Yo.
Turn
camera on.
Oh, I got a camera on?
Yeah. All the confessions gotta be some sick.
My bad.
Yeah, give me a good confession, nephew. You sound like a fat dude. Cut your camera on. Let me see your
confession type shit.
Yeah, you like you got a breathing problem.
Mask on. My bad,
Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't see.
My bad. Put the mask on right now.
Yeah. You in the house naked, going live on the camera? Yeah, you a different kind of freak.
That boy, wow.
You know you finna go live and you naked talking.
No.
You in the dark.
With black lights on.
No.
Yeah, boy, you young. There's some different kind of people.
All right,
and he got a shiesty on, don't he?
All right, bro. So type, boom. This happened a few years ago. I grew up now. Type.
Yeah.
So what happened? Right, I was on the game on here with a young. He was probably like 12, right? And we was doing some like wagers like on the game type. And right, boom, right. So he wanted to add some money to the wager. So I had him set up like a Cash App. He wanted to set up a Cash App. And he took like his mom's credit card, right? Boom. He grabbed that money. So he added that on there, but like he was on the game screen type. So like he was on the screen share with the card like typing it in.
Yeah.
So boom, right? Me being young, boom. I took a picture of that.
Okay.
So I took a picture of them. And me being young, you know what I did? I had kind of used that, and bought some on the game.
Okay.
And I was with my other.
You stole some money off that credit card fraudulently.
Basic. All right, well, that is it for that. Yeah, I got to turn on the lights too. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody for, staying to the end, staying with your boy. Hopefully you did stay to the end. If you did, comment below, bro. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what your favorite part is, man. We will be back with more ski.